Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. 5 out of 11 are done. Oh my gosh, we're in the halfway point. And we're off to the next color, which is blue. I was very excited to draw this character, to be honest, because I was so sure on the direction I'm going for this one when I read what blue means. So, like I said before, the fifth color is blue. In the original Pride flag, it was originally cyan, but right now it's blue. So it means magic and or art. I want this character to look like something you can see in a museum. Just like that last video, I also took the meaning of the color from color theory so that I have more material to work with. Like I said before, I already have a vision for this character. I want to make her look like someone you can see in a museum. Make her look like art. Something not human but can still give a silhouette of one. Now, before I go on, I want to rant a little. One of my pet peeves in character design is the lack of body diversity when it comes to women's silhouettes, especially in fantasy. A lot of the female characters are just copy-pasted bikini bodies with different hair, face, and color mix-matched together. While male characters are drawn much more with variety. A lot of fat, thin, muscled, monster characters. But for some reason, when it's the females, it's always just the bikini body pretty girl. That's always the default. And at the same time, it's like they're not allowed to look anything other than the typical beauty standards, which is personally something I don't like. So, and it's very restraining. It gives a limit, it gives a restraint. I can't remember the right word, but yeah, it basically it doesn't allow a lot of like creativity when you're designing characters if you're always gonna default to that type of design. So for blue and green, I really want to drift away from that and allow and let me be very creative with them. Now, back to the design, I went and gave her a very abstract cubism look. So I took some inspiration from different kinds of art related to that. Because, you should never run out of inspiration. So her body is made out of shapes and geometric patterns. So a bunch of triangles, rectangles, and squares in her design. The patterns were kind of done in random, to be honest. And then I saw this painting in the internet when I was searching for abstract, and I saw how they did like the arms. So I thought like, hey, this looks cool when I on this character. So there I added that feature to her. And then oh my gosh, sorry. I lost my train of thought. So there, I also love her colors. Blue is my favorite color, if it's not obvious enough from my characters, from Alan's design. So I'm adding different shades of blue with some white and black. I don't know about you, but I'm getting very stained glass from her patterns. The head was obviously taken from the Starry Night, it's giving me Eye of Sauron realness. I also added a shoal because personally, shoals are very beautiful and gives an ethereal vibe. There are moments nga when pag nahihirap ko yung shoal ng nanay ko, oh my gosh, feel ko na magician ako. Feel ko na parang may powers ako. And ayun nga, this is her final design. Out of all of them, I'm sure that this one is my favorite design character. The starting she is holding, it's supposed to look like parang paint, like brush stroke, something like that. Personally, I think I could have done a better job doing that. Pero hey, it looks good. So, ayun nga, let me introduce to you guys 556, the Magnum Opus.
और is the greatest and most ancient magic man could have ever wielded. It has existed ever since man learned how to scratch images onto a wall. It gives a voice to the ones who can't speak. It gives life and form to the artist's emotions and ideas. It inspires the hearts of many, and it sparks the flames of revolution. The moment your brush touches the canvas, the moment you write your first word in your story, the moment you sing the first note to a song, you are performing a mystical act. And every act of creating art is a work of magic. The greatest magician I have ever known was Verkuvus. He is known as the greatest artist who has ever walked the world of Vietnam. He wrote books and poems, composed songs, performed in grand plays, and painted multiple paintings. I was his 556th work, his final work. As the last painting of the greatest artist known to man, my value was high, and I was considered his masterpiece. But I know that I am more than just a painting that is to be hung up on a wall. I am more than that. Right, Verkuvus? Right, Father? My existence and my purpose is to pass down the stories of legends, from a bird who is afraid to die, to a giant snake who lives in a forest, to a woman born in the wrong body and finding power. Each story, each work is a legacy their respective creators have left the world. Even if the artist disappears, the legacy will live on forever. The same way as I am the legacy of my father.